Alright guys, welcome back to Into the Infinityverse, where I basically give you inside information on the Infinityverse, the shared fanfiction universe that me and my friend Jason Voorhees 2011 do together. And yes, it has been kind of a while since we've posted anything. We are working on stuff, but I'm working on my own novel, and Jason and myself do have lives outside of fanfiction, and we do tend to do other ideas because we're not getting paid for these, but we are sticking true to the continuity. We're not jumping ahead in front of anything. We're not doing this and be like, oh, we'll go back and connect to that. No, we're not. We are staying in the continuity, and Dark Phoenix is being worked on. The new chapter for Dark Phoenix is being worked on. I can't tell you how big that final chapter to Act 1 is because it's massive. It is massive. So when it finally premieres, when it finally gets posted, just know how big it is. Understand that it took a long fucking time to write that. Anyway, so this is going to be another announcement for something that actually we're actually working with some friends with. Now, before anyone asks, no, we pick these people to help us out with these. And please do not in the comments go, oh, I want to write for the Infinityverse, I want to write for the Infinityverse. No. I'm putting the kibosh on that right now. Jason and I know these people. We've worked with these people before, and they're good people, and we know we can trust on them to write stories and not fuck up continuity. So, yeah. We know these people. We trust them. Do not ask in the comments. Cannot be more serious. Do not ask in the comments, can I write for the Infinityverse or write a story for the Infinityverse? No. Absolutely not. Not happening. We know these people. We've worked with them before, and they've done chapters. Well, one of them has done chapters, but we trust the other ones enough. Well, two of them, excuse me. Two of them have written chapters for the stories behind, and yeah. So, I will say again, do not ask in the comments below. So, this is going to be interesting because it's not really an event. It's an event, but not an event. It's more. It was actually I actually came up with the idea. I came to Jason. He was like, "Oh, this is awesome. Let's do it." And basically, what it is it was inspired by the Batman One Bad Day one shots. The one shots written by different creators for different villains. So it's a bunch of unconnected. I have to stress unconnected one shots of several villains throughout the Infinityverse. So we're each doing 2 each. All of us here working together on this are doing 2 each, and I'll kind of go through the villains real quick. So let's start off with Jason's 2 villains. So Jason's first villain was Sailor Galaxia, which to the shock of no one, because that man loves Sailor Galaxia like Jim Starlin loves Thanos. So this is basically more. I've actually read some of it, and it's actually really damn good so far. Because I'm not going to give too much of the story away, but we're living up to, because we wanted Galaxia to be like our Thanos, and trust me, she lives up to it in this story. So there's the first one. The second story, we're staying out with cosmic stuff, and the second story, the second character Jason is writing is Six-Shot, the Decepticon 6 Transformer. So yeah, so Six-Shot. I don't know the story for that one, but yeah, that's another character Jason's always likes writing. So I kind of knew that it was going to be a Sailor character and either a Ruby character or a Transformer character that he was going to pick. So I wasn't too far off. Sorry, Jason. I'm not just it was just kind of I kind of figured. I know he's watching this and he's probably thinking, damn it, I'm that predictable. So there you go. So talking about mine real quick, mine are Junko Enoshima, which I'll give you a bit of the story right now. Junko Enoshima, her story is going to be her locked up in she's going to be locked up in NYPD after several Merc children have been found dead, and she's confessing to the crime, and now she's locked up with the NYPD. Or are they locked up there with her? So there's that one. The other one I'm not going to give away of who that villain is, because it's going to be the introduction of a new villain, and it's going to be our Kingpin. That character is going to be our Kingpin. It is a character from it is a villain from the early 2000s, and he's going to be like our Wilson Fisk and a little bit of Mandarin. I am tinkering with this character, and it's going to be like a fresh take on this villain. So he's going to be a mixture of Kingpin meets the Mandarin, and not MCU Mandarin either. So not going to give too much away. Moving on now to our friend Cody. Cody Bradish, who is doing a story on Demona, as well as Space Godzilla. Great juxtaposition. So he hasn't told me what the stories are for those, but those are going to be really fun. And then we have Joel Davis, who is writing a Skeletor story, and he is writing a Mumra story. Although he has said he's dancing between Bellows and Mumra, one of those two. So there you go. Also, we have another friend of ours, Alexander Anayez, who I basically approached and asked, hey, do you want to join? And he said, yeah, I could do something with Umbrella Corporation, but we don't know if he's going to be in there. We don't know. We haven't got a confirmation of if he wanted to fully join or not. So it may be 8. It just may be 8 villains instead of 10, which is fine. And Alexander actually wrote the Gigan Spotlight, which was awesome. So yeah. Anyway, so there you go, guys. That's basically the Faces of Darkness, which is, like I said, a bunch of just basically the villains at their most savage. This is them at their most brutal. This is them at their, this is them going all out. This is them being at their most violent. And, yeah, so be prepared for it. And they're most sadistic, so, yeah. It's going to live up to the title, Faces of Darkness. So... yeah, so stay tuned for that. I haven't done an Into the Infinity Verse video, so I figured, we're doing a new fun project, and we're collabing with other people. So yeah, this should be fun. Anyway, so hope you all enjoyed this. I'd like to thank all the fellow writers who are part of Jason and I for this project. And other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.